This is the life of Jin Kazama, explained. Jin was just an average guy chilling with his mom, until all of a sudden his mom told him that if anything happens, then he should go find his grandpa, and so he did. And then his grandpa taught him his martial arts. During Jin's martial arts phase, he developed a rival, and then in school he has a crush, well, a girl has a crush on him at least. And then his grandpa hosts the King of Iron Fist Tournament 3, and then his mom disappears, well, which we already said earlier, but Jin joins it to find the guy who tried to kill his mom. Then 8 fights of kicking ass later, he meets the guy that killed his mom, and then so he fights him, then he gets in his true form, and then Jin fights him, and then Jin beats him, and then... Yup, you heard that correct. His grandpa shot him, and then he turns into his devil form, and then he hates his fighting style and he hates his family. Later, he goes into Australia, then he learns basic karate, and now he's kinda edgy and he just wants to kill his family and shit. And then the King of Iron Fist Tournament 4 is announced, and then he joins it to kill his grandpa. And then 7 fights later, he was gonna fight his dad, but then he gets shot down by his grandpa's guards. And then his dad kinda tortures him in his mind. Then Jin wakes up, and then Jin wants to kill his dad, and then his dad fights him, but then his dad gets knocked out, and so his grandpa fights him. And then after that, Jin defeats his grandpa, and then he was almost gonna kill him, but then he said, nah, my mom, I had a vision of my mom, so I'm just not gonna kill you. After that, Jin went on a mental breakdown in his devil form. He gets his vision back, and he realized he destroyed an entire forest. The King of Iron Fist Tournament 5 gets announced, and Jin joins it. And then he runs into his rival, but then he says, hey, he has some family stuff to do. And then he runs into his great-grandpa, and his great-grandpa wants to die, so he just, kills him. And then after that, after he kills his grandpa, great-grandpa at least, he kind of takes over the company, the Mishima Zaibatsu, and then he starts World War III to bring out some monster. Then his half-uncle tries to stop him, and then Jin tells him that he's just trying to kill a monster, and then Lars is cool with it. And then Jin tries to fight the monster, then he gets knocked out during the process, he's in a coma, and then he wakes up in the hospital enraged, in a hospital helicopter enraged, and then he's in his devil form. And then Jin is just on a murderous rampage until his rival just shows up to fight him, but then he just pussies out. And then Jin goes on more rampaging until he's knocked out again. His half-uncle saves him, and then he's just unconscious for a couple of hours. And now Jin is back in a brand new hoodie, and now he promises to kill his father since he finds out his grandfather got killed by his father. But then on the journey, some Mexican guy wanted to kill Jin because he killed his sister when he started World War III, like a missile strike. And then Jin somehow gets his ass beat by the Mexican guy. Jin wants to die, but then the Mexican guy is like, nah, you're gonna suffer, so just don't die until I say so. And then that's where we are in Jin's life. In Tekken 8, Jin and Kazuya will fight, and it's gonna be cool. Thank you for listening to the story of Jin Kazama.